the divine practice of Leela in Hinduism and what it means for our lives. Hi guys, I'm Ian McMahon and this is Path to I Am. Krishna, one of my favorite deities, figures I've ever studied, is at the heart of Hinduism in a lot of ways. He comprises the center of the epic of the Bhagavad Gita, which is part of the Mahabharata, which is, if you look, it being about 5,000 years old, is one of the oldest epics we have ever written. So a lot of the hero's journey stories we see today, even on the big screen, with superheroes and things like that, are often inspired by these ancient stories. Krishna's at the center of this. He's a very captivating character that has, immense power as the secret creator of all that is, that interestingly, more than anything, through all of the power and the extraordinary abilities he has, at the center of it all is playfulness, or in other words, this idea of Leela, which can be translated as fun for fun's sake or play for play's sake, play for the sake of play. This idea of divine play, which is that nothing has any inherent meaning beyond the activity itself, so that when you play for the sake of play, you are practicing the practice of Leela, which is what Krishna is a living embodiment of in these stories. The Bhagavad Gita is a fantastic epic. I highly recommend it. The actual Mahabharata is actually on Spotify. There's a podcast series that goes through the entire epic. It's quite a bit. But you have Krishna as a recurring character, interacting with these different mortals in a variety of ways, but where playfulness, this concept of Leela, pervades him, right? It's said as a kid, he performed many acts as a child. He was, in these stories, he's born on the planet and lived out a full life. And even early on in his early years, he was performing amazing feats from the get-go. One involved when one of the towns nearby was attacked by a multi-headed snake. Krishna, as a boy, goes over and he confronts it, and he says, "You're poisoning this lake. The townspeople need the water to be clear. I ask you to leave." And so this multi-headed snake proceeds to attack him. And he's described as jumping on top of their heads, dancing playfully across their heads, and ends up leading this snake to be defeated without actually harming it. He's able to send it away simply by wearing it out with playfulness, right? So these serious circumstances he's faced with, he responds with playfulness, this idea of divine play or play for the sake of play, and is able to overcome any challenge. And so this is actually a really great allegory for our lives. When we approach things with this light touch, from this place of Leela, we get to quite literally have anything bend to us and go our way, go in to play out in a smooth fashion, where no matter what, we overcome it and we grow and we expand. And it's a super cool concept that gets articulated in this story. Furthermore, we actually know in the world of neuroscience that states of play promote neuroplasticity. So your brain is actually more malleable in states of play and is able to make new connections more easily, is able to rewrite old connections. And so this idea, this concept of Leela really applies in a lot of different ways. And so, as I talked about yesterday, every moment being exactly what you need. By the way, I know I've gotten the clean shave and the haircut. I know I probably look a lot different from yesterday. But as I talked about yesterday, every moment being exactly what you need. Another way to approach it is, I'm getting to play for play's sake and be in this state of divine play where there's no reason why I'm in it. I'm just getting to live more and more from that place. And if I have internal hardship, obstacles, etc., something triggers me, something happens to me in my life and it causes a trigger to come up, I can respond and be playful, like Krishna dancing on the heads of the snakes. You could think of it as having a lot of internal obstacles arise, and you're simply getting to play on the top, right? You're dancing with it. Oh, that's funny. I have these thoughts telling me that I'm a loser. That's cute. You're cute, Mr. Thought, Mr. Negative Thought, and Miss Negative Emotion. Thanks for coming by. Stay as long as you like. Do you want to stay longer? So there's that play, right? We get to be light about this. There's a Zen teacher that once said, Shunryu Suzuki, who wrote Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind, he said, enlightenment is a lot like regular life, like ordinary life. Let me start over. Enlightenment is just like ordinary life, except 2 inches off the ground. That's how he said it. So life is just the same, but you're so much lighter. It feels like you're floating off of the ground. And so this is something we can start embracing immediately. Let me be more playful. Let me come from this wavelength of playfulness. People are going to like you more. If you're in a relationship, your partner's going to like you a lot more. You're going to seem much more charming. Things are going to go your way more often. And when they don't, you're going to play with that. And then eventually they will go your way. Like the snakes, Krishna didn't have a scenario where snakes never showed up. No, actually, he was willing to go to the heart of the matter and go and confront them head on. But when he confronted them, he did so with playfulness, right? So we can be real about the inner obstacles within us that come up and go and confront them. We can confront the circumstances we need to confront, but we can do it with this light touch, knowing that it's actually, the idea is, obviously it's at the center of this religion of Hinduism. We don't need to be religious to embrace it. We can embody the essence of it. If we choose to do that instead, which is that when we are playful, we're in harmony with all that is. We're in harmony with life, with the universe, etc. Kind of a big claim. But try it out for yourself. You'll see. Well, I don't know if it's in harmony with the universe per se, but things have been going my way. External circumstances are working out pretty well. And when they're not, I'm being playful with that. And then they're working as a result. When internal obstacles arise, they're one and the same, the internal and the external obstacles, but we can make a differentiation in here. When the internal things arise, I get to be playful with that. So this is just, it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to play around with. And we get to really open up to the fact that there is just amazing stuff right here all the time. If, as a teacher of mine used to say, if you really could see everything that was going on right now, you would walk around with your jaw just hanging open, like, oh my God. So let's embrace it with this practice of Leela. Yet again, I'm Ian McMinn. This is Path to I Am. If you want to really embody these things, you want to apply these in your life with someone that knows how to make them click with you, for you, etc. I have my flagship program, which you can see in the first link below, $95 a month. You're getting 24/7 access to me. It's an amazing situation. Additionally, that's for the flagship program. We just had a big breakthrough yesterday that I got to post about with one of the members. Additionally, I have intuitive readings, intuitive channeling sessions, as I call them, 30 minutes and 60 minutes. You can book one-on-one time with me, and we can really flow through what you need off the cuff, tapping into who you are, how you show up, and immediately diving deep. Those are really fun too. Those are in the description as well. Link for donations if you like to show love that way. And finally, my podcast link. I put a new episode up the other day. I'll be doing more. It's even more casual, right? Because I'm sitting lounging around talking with you. So it's an even more casual vibe. And yeah, it should be good. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it today. This is the practice of Leela that Krishna embodied in Hinduism and what it means for us. I hope you enjoyed, and we will talk more soon.